My beloved child, let me begin with this. I am not a distant God. I am not watching you from afar with a telescope of judgment, nor am I tucked away behind the heavy curtains of a heavenly throne room, unreachable and unaware. No, I am here, right now, in this very moment, in the silence of your room, in the stillness that surrounds you. I am here with you. I have watched every sunrise stretch its light across your face. I have been present through every breath you have taken, every sigh of sorrow, every whisper of hope. I was there when your hands held your firstborn. I was there when your knees bent under life's burdens. I never turned away. I never missed a moment. I am not merely a God of the past or of the future. I am the God of now. I am not waiting to meet you at some golden gate. I am meeting you today in your room, in your soul, in the quiet that you thought was emptiness. The world may have slowed down for you. Your phone may ring less. Your mailbox may stay empty. Friends may have moved, and loved ones may have passed on. Sometimes you wonder if anyone sees you anymore, if anyone listens, if anyone remembers the fullness of your life, the days when your name echoed through hallways, when your hands were full and your calendar fuller. And now? It feels like a hushed chapter, doesn't it? A slower rhythm, a quiet stage. But listen carefully. I am here with you even now. I cherish this season of your life. Do not believe the lie that age diminishes your value. This time is not a winding down. It is a deepening. I have drawn closer, not further away. With every wrinkle, with every ache, your soul has become more sensitive to my presence. You are now quieter, not because you have less to say, but because your heart has made room for something sacred. You are able to hear me now in ways you couldn't when life was louder. And oh, how I've waited for this. You may ask, why now, God? Why not when I was young and strong and running in every direction? Because now, beloved, you are still enough to receive me. You are open enough to recognize that your strength was never meant to carry everything. You are tender enough to know that love isn't loud. It's present. And I am present. I know your fears, the ones that hide beneath the smile you wear when others visit, the fears that whisper at night, of sickness, of loneliness, of losing control, of being forgotten. But I tell you again, with the full force of heaven's authority, I am here with you even now. I sit beside you when no one else knocks at your door. I hold your hand when you lie awake wondering what tomorrow will bring. I walk with you through every appointment, every diagnosis, every quiet meal. And child, I speak to you directly. You have not outlived your purpose. The world measures worth in productivity and speed, in youth and popularity. But I do not. I see with eternal eyes. I value what cannot be tallied or displayed. I treasure faithfulness. I treasure endurance. I treasure wisdom learned through pain, and hope held onto through years of uncertainty. These are the things that matter to me, and you, my dear one, are full of these treasures. Your prayers are powerful. Even now, especially now. When you lift your voice to me in the quiet, I hear it with the same delight I heard when you sang in church years ago. When you whisper my name in the middle of the night, all of heaven leans in. Do you know how much your prayers move me? Your words, so honest, so raw, have become incense before my throne. You may think they are small, but to me, they shake eternity. Let me remind you of something else. This room where you sit, it is not empty. It is sacred. It is holy because I dwell here with you. You may not see angels, but they are here. You may not hear choirs, but they are singing. You are not alone. Never were. Never will be. I am the God who was with you when you were born. I held you when you took your first breath, and I will hold you when you take your last. But right now, I want you to know that I am walking with you in this day. I am not just preparing a place for you in eternity. I am preparing your heart right now for deeper intimacy with me. These quiet years are not a pause in your story. They are a crescendo, a swelling of the deepest music of your life. Let me ask you, child, will you let me in fully now? Will you take this season as an invitation to sit with me more often, to talk with me as you would a lifelong friend? Because that's what I am. I am your eternal friend, your father, your shepherd. And I am speaking now, not with shouts, but with gentle daily reminders that I am here. When you sip your coffee in the morning and the sunlight hits your window just right, that's me. When you hear a memory echo in your mind that brings both tears and warmth, that's me. When a scripture comes to you out of nowhere and settles your heart, that's me. I am not far. I am not silent. I am not delayed. I am here, even now, especially now. So breathe deeply, beloved. Let your heart rest in this truth. You are seen. You are known. You are loved beyond measure. Not for what you can still do, but for who you are. My child, my delight, my treasure. And I will never leave you. My precious child, do you know that I have never, not for a single heartbeat, forgotten you? You may feel overlooked by the world around you. Perhaps it seems as if life has quietly moved on without asking your permission. The children you raised now raise their own. The friends who once shared your laughter may no longer fill your days. There are times when your phone sits silent, your mailbox gathers more dust than letters, and the mirror reflects a face the world no longer rushes to see. But hear me now. I see you. I have not misplaced you. I have not lost track of your name. I have not allowed the passage of time to steal your significance. You are not a shadow to me. You are my child, still chosen, still held, still known in the deepest way. You see, the world assigns value based on youth, speed, and visibility. But I do not measure like the world. I am not impressed by the number of followers, nor am I moved by applause. My eyes search the heart. And in you, beloved, I see a heart that has weathered storms, broken and healed, hoped and waited, loved and lost, and still looks to me. That, to me, is glory. You may wonder, what purpose could I still serve? You may think your strength is too diminished, your influence too small. But I tell you, in this very season of your life, you are more usable, more powerful, more precious than ever before. You have been refined. Where once there were the sparks of youth, now there is the fire of wisdom. Where once you sought answers, now you carry them. You are a vessel filled with truths that only come through living, through enduring, through trusting me even when you didn't understand. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. Chosen to be a living testimony of my faithfulness. Chosen to carry the fragrance of peace into every room you enter. Chosen to speak life to those who still run in circles, not realizing the peace you've already found. Chosen to intercede for your children, your grandchildren, and generations yet unborn. Your prayers, quiet as they may seem, thunder in my courts. Every word you speak in faith moves angels to action. Yes, you may have slowed in body, but your spirit is not aging. It is deepening. I created your soul to grow in richness, not to fade. You are my masterpiece, still being unveiled. Every day I breathe new life into your spirit, because my plans for you have not ended. Your chapter is not closing. It is being written with divine intention. I have watched you carry burdens I never meant for you to carry alone. I saw you press through years of duty, of caregiving, of being the one others depended on. And now, when your hands are emptier, I want to fill them with something new. Me. I want you to feel my presence in ways you couldn't before. I want to saturate your mornings with peace, your afternoons with purpose, and your evenings with rest that goes beyond sleep. You may be asking, but who am I now? And I answer, you are mine. Not a role, not a job, not a title or a task, just mine. You were chosen before you were born, not because of what you would do, but because of who you are to me. And even now, you are still chosen. I have wrapped you in grace for this very time. The world may not recognize your worth, but heaven does. I do. When you walk through your home, I see every memory etched in the walls. I see the photos that hold stories no one else fully knows. I see the chair that rocks no more but once cradled your children. I see the Bible with the worn cover and the verses underlined in prayerful desperation. And I whisper, "This is my daughter. This is my son. This is my beloved who has walked faithfully with me. You are my living witness. You bear the marks of faith that persevered. Do you not know how rare that is? So many hearts grow cold with age, bitter with disappointment, but not yours. Yours still turns toward me. You still call my name, even if your voice is weak. That moves my heart more than you know. Let me say it again. You are not forgotten. In fact, I have saved some of my sweetest gifts for this very chapter of your life. Intimacy, stillness, revelation. You now have the time and stillness to dwell in me as never before. You now have the space to listen without hurry. And I am speaking. Can you hear me? When you sit with your tea, I am beside you. When you hum the hymns of your youth, I sing with you. When tears come without reason, I collect each one. None are lost. Not your tears, not your years, not your legacy. You are still part of my unfolding plan. You are still a warrior in my kingdom. And though the world may rush past you, I have not moved from your side. My gaze remains fixed upon you. My spirit still rests upon you. So walk today knowing this. You are seen. You are remembered. You are loved with a passion that time cannot dim. You are chosen. Will you let me remind you of that each morning? Will you trust that your purpose is not behind you, but right now, here, with me? Let us go deeper still, my child. Let me carry what you've been holding for far too long. My beloved child, you've carried so much for so long. I see it. The invisible weight that rests on your shoulders each day. The memories you replay in your mind. The things you wish you had done differently. The words you wish you had said. Or not said. The pain that still lingers from years ago. Sharp in some places, dulled in others, but always there. You've hidden it well, haven't you? Behind smiles and polite conversations. Behind strength and resilience. But I see past all of it. I see what you carry. And I say to you now, with deep love and great urgency, let me carry it. You were never meant to bear it alone. I remember the first time you took something heavy into your own hands. Maybe it was when someone disappointed you deeply, or when you lost someone you loved so dearly that it felt as though the world tilted sideways. Maybe it was a season when you had to be strong for everyone else, when you put your own needs away so others could find comfort. You told yourself you were fine. You told yourself to just keep going. And you did. Because you are strong. But my child, your strength was never meant to replace my presence. Yes, you have endured, and I honor that. But now, in this season, this sacred, quieter season, I am inviting you into something far deeper than endurance. I am inviting you into surrender. Not the kind that feels like giving up, but the kind that feels like finally laying your head on my chest and exhaling all the weight you've carried in silence. Let me carry your regrets. Those decisions you wish you could go back and change, I know them all. I saw them before they even came to be. And still, I chose you. Still, I loved you. Still, I called you my own. You've punished yourself long enough, haven't you? Replaying moments that cannot be undone. Wishing you had known what you only understand now. But I do not hold those things against you. In fact, I've already forgiven what you have not yet forgiven in yourself. Let me carry your grief. Grief is not weakness. It is the echo of love. Every tear you've cried over a friend, a spouse, a sibling, a child. I've caught each one. They are sacred to me. You didn't lose them into a void. You released them into my care. And they are not gone. They are with me, safe, whole, alive in ways your heart can't yet imagine. You will see them again. But until then, let me comfort you. Let me sit with you in those lonely moments and remind you that death has not won. Love remains. Eternity is real. Let me carry your fears, the uncertainty of your health, the unpredictability of the world, the rising cost of things, the constant changes around you, the fear of being forgotten or alone. I know it all. But child, none of these things are stronger than me. I hold your future. I walk before you. Even now, I am arranging details you cannot see. I am surrounding you with my protection and peace. What you fear is real, yes, but I am more real. I am the unshakable ground beneath your feet. Let me carry your weariness. The tiredness that comes not just from physical exhaustion, but from decades of responsibility, of heartbreak, of giving. I see the way you've served others, your family, your community, your church. I know how often you put yourself last. But now, I want you to let me serve you. Let me strengthen you. Let me be the rest your soul craves. Lay down the pressure to be everything to everyone. Be with me. Let me refresh you. And child, let me carry your silence too, the parts of you that feel unseen. The prayers you stopped praying because you thought it was too late. The dreams you shelved, thinking you missed your window. I have not forgotten a single desire of your heart. I am still working. I am still listening. I am still creating beauty out of what you thought was broken. Let me hold your heart. All of it. The tender places, the confused places, the hopeful places. I want every part, not just the polished parts you think I'll approve of. I already know it all and I love you completely. My hands are gentle and strong. My heart is kind. I am not here to judge or scold. I am here to carry what you can no longer bear. So give it to me. Give me the names you pray for every night. Give me the what-ifs and if-onlys. Give me the guilt, the confusion, the deep ache that sometimes wakes you in the night. Give me the questions you're too afraid to ask out loud. Give me your loneliness. Give me your longing. You were never made to carry a lifetime's worth of weight on your own. I designed you to walk with me. And now more than ever, I am near. I am here. I am ready. Will you trust me with what you've been holding? Put it in my hands now. Not with a whisper of fear, but with the certainty of a child who knows their father is strong enough for anything. I promise you this. I will not let anything fall. I will not waste a single burden you give me. I will transform them. I will give you peace in return. I will give you rest. And most of all, I will give you myself. So come, beloved, sit with me, lay your burdens down, and let me carry what you've been holding. My beloved child, you have often wondered about what comes next, not just the days ahead, but what lies beyond this life, what waits for you when the lights go out, when your breath slows, when the body that has served you so long grows still. These thoughts come more often now, don't they? Not out of fear, but out of curiosity, maybe even anticipation. Sometimes it feels like you are standing at the edge of something vast and unseen, and though others may not speak of it, you feel it deeply. Let me speak to that place in you. This is not the end. No, my beloved. This season of your life, though quieter, though softer, is not the conclusion of your story. It is not the slow dimming of your soul. It is not a farewell. In truth, it is a doorway, a sacred threshold, a whisper that beckons, not into darkness, but into light so bright, so pure. It will feel like home in the deepest sense. You were made for eternity. You've sensed it, haven't you? That longing that never quite leaves. Even in your most joyful moments, there was always a whisper inside you. There's more. That's not your imagination. That is me. I placed eternity in your heart from the moment I formed you, and all your life you have been walking toward it. You were never meant to fade into nothingness. You were designed for unending life with me. This world, beautiful though it is, has always been temporary, a shadow of what's to come. And now, as you approach the later chapters of your earthly journey, I want you to know the truth. You are closer than ever to the most glorious beginning of all. Do not be afraid. I know the idea of death has been wrapped in sorrow, in finality, and mystery. You've seen others go before you. You've felt the sting of goodbye. You've stood in cemeteries and wondered if that was all there was. But I tell you now, with all the authority of heaven, death is not the end. It is not a closing. It is not a loss. For those who belong to me, it is a transition into a life more real, more vivid, more alive than you've ever imagined. You will not go alone. When your time comes, I will be there, not sending angels only, but I myself will come for you. Your last breath here will be your first breath in my presence. There will be no pain, no fear, no confusion, only peace, only joy. You will open your eyes and see me face to face, and in that moment every sorrow will be swallowed by glory. Every tear will be wiped away by my hand. You will finally understand what all the waiting was for. But hear me. You are not done yet. The fact that you are still here means your purpose is still alive. The end is not now. Right now you are standing in a place few ever reach, a place where you can see both the fading light of this world and the rising dawn of the next. This is not something to dread. This is something to cherish. You are more connected to heaven now than ever before. And that connection, that nearness, it gives you a new calling. To prepare, to rejoice, to speak hope to those who are still afraid. Tell others the truth. Tell your children. Tell your neighbors. Tell anyone who will listen. This is not the end. There is more. There is a place where no one grows old, where no one says goodbye, where love never leaves. There is a home where bodies are made new, where laughter is endless, where the sun never sets because I myself am its light. You will walk there soon. But even now, I want you to begin tasting it. When you pray, know that heaven leans in to listen. When you worship, know that you are joining with angels. When you sit quietly and feel my nearness, know that you are brushing against eternity. This is the sacred overlap. The veil is thinner than you think. And child, know this too. Your legacy does not end with your final breath. What you have poured into others, the love you've given, the wisdom you've shared, the faith you've lived, that continues on. Like seeds sown deep into the soil, your life will keep bearing fruit long after you've stepped into glory. You have planted more than you realize, and I will water every seed. I will bring the harvest. So do not fear the ticking clock. Do not mourn the passing years. This is not a winding down. It is a rising up. You are ascending toward the life you were made for. And even in your last days here, you can walk with confidence, knowing that your future is secure, your home is ready, and your Father is waiting. I have prepared a place for you, a real place, a place of light, of laughter, of reunion, of rest. You will dance again. You will run without pain. You will sing with joy that never fades. You will see those you loved and lost, and together you will worship me with hearts that finally feel whole. And I will be there, not behind a veil, not through a prayer, but with you, face to face, hand in hand, forever. So lift your head, my beloved. You are not fading. You are being prepared. You are not forgotten. You are being celebrated. You are not nearing the end. You are walking into the deepest beginning of all. And I, your God, your Father, your eternal friend, I will be with you every step of the way, always and forever.